Kadosh Boker Tov. We're continuing with Siman Samach Gimel Siv Chet. This is an interesting halacha because it says in Maran, Shnayim u'shosha ba'alei batim ochlim makom echad. Imagine right now you have 2 or 3 different families that they're eating in the same place. So yesh omrim shekul echad mevarecha menorah shelo. Some people say each one can make the beracha on their own candles. There's no problem. Yesh megamgim badavar. Some people they're not so sure about it, and therefore Maran says v'nachon lizaher b'safek berachot. It's proper to be careful in safek berachot. Ve'lo yivarech ela echad, and therefore only one is going to make the beracha. The Rama says, "Aval anu eno agim ken," but we don't have this minhag. What exactly does this mean? Meaning, basically, what happens is that when you're going to come and you're going to add on, which is basically the concept of tosefet or, are you allowed to make a beracha on this or not? So obviously, what happens is that here Maran is saying that you should be careful because of safek berachot, and therefore one person is making the beracha. So therefore, let's say you have guests. It could be even like we spoke about last time, whether it's even going to be the daughter or the daughter-in-law. Now, if they're lighting in their own room, we said since they have their own designated room, so therefore the minhag was always to make a beracha. We don't have a problem. But let's say they're not going to light in the room. In the room, it's actually dangerous to light. So therefore, where are they going to light? They're going to light in the living room. So it comes out. So the Ba'alat Habayit would make the beracha according to Maran, and then she would exempt the other person that's going to light. So she would make one beracha, and then the other person would light. However, though, the Rama already brings down, and that was also the minhag of Morocco already from before, that was also that you're allowed to make a beracha on tosefet or, which means that the fact that you're coming and you're going to have 2 different people making a beracha, there's no problem. Why? The more light, the better that it is. And therefore, there's no problem whatsoever, right? As he said that there wasn't a minhag. Even in Lashon Maran, it's saying nachon lizaher. It's not saying that it's asur to do so. He's saying it's proper to be careful, and therefore one person is making a berachat, one beracha. However, though, again, the minhag was not like that. And now he comes and he says that, as we already mentioned, it's only if it's going to be that they're going to be eating in the same place. This is where it comes out, the entire minhag of, for example, Ashkenazim or others as well, that, for example, let's say they go to a dining room and there's going to be 100 people eating there. So they're all going to come and they're all going to light in the same place. Now you ask yourself, how are you lighting the same place? Right? It's one person there. So okay, so the first person that lit, so they're lucky because they had no problem. But what about everybody else? So according to what we just said, it comes out to the same halacha. Right? What is a problem, and it's going to be actually a beracha v'tala, which people should be careful about, is when they come, for example, and they'll come to the Bet HaKnesset, they're not sleeping in the Bet HaKnesset, they're not eating in the Bet HaKnesset, but they're going to light in the Bet HaKnesset. Now, where are they eating? Somewhere else. Where are they sleeping? Somewhere else. So why are you lighting in the Bet HaKnesset? There's no purpose. The lights are already on in the synagogue. The Bet HaKnesset doesn't need any halakat nidot, right? So therefore, what are you doing? There it's a problem, because there's no purpose. It's either where you're going to be sleeping or where you're going to be eating. The ikad, if you're sleeping and eating in the same place, it's where you're going to be eating, right? Because that's where you need the shalom bayit most, that you're going to come, you're going to have the lights. But if not, so a person should just pay attention to that. But sometimes it happens that a person's stuck. So again, even if a person is going to be, let's say, for example, in a hotel, right? Or it's a place like that where they cannot come and light because of fire problems or other, fire hazards. So then again, according to the Kut Yosef, you make a bracha on the electricity. You will come, you make a bracha and turn on the electricity and leave it on. But you're not going to come to the Bet HaKnesset, make the bracha on the Bet HaKnesset. You're going to eat in another house or in a restaurant, and then you're going to come, you're going to sleep in a hotel. There it does not